Local tax experts are here.
You ballin', boy. You ballin', boy.
DJ Calvin, holy Calvin, holy. DJ Calvin, holy Calvin, holy.
Yo, what is up, guys? Let's go to pin. What is good, man? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. How was your guys' trading day today? Did anybody trade today? Just curious because the market definitely jumped with the indices. My God, that was nice. I didn't trade it today. I freaking missed it. I was knocked out. cold. I was asleep. I was slumped. But I didn't trade today. I missed it. However, I hope y'all did. I hope somebody was able to catch an opportunity. But if you didn't, no worries. We have the whole week to look for some. But that's really what I wanted to talk about today. Um, let me see who's okay, never mind. But that's what I want to talk about. I want everybody to get hands on. You know, I know a lot of the times you guys are just watching me mark up and I give you guys my analysis and whatever the case may be, right? But I feel like it would be cool as a collective, as a group, if we look for opportunities together. A lot of you guys know what you guys are looking at. You know, you guys can go ahead and just send them into, if you guys are on the Zoom, you guys can send them on here. I'm not sure if you guys can send any links on YouTube. Um, but if you can, go ahead, figure out a way. If you have to take off the or www, whatever the case may be, go ahead and do that. Or you guys can go ahead and just post them into, the Powerhouse chats, and I'll go ahead and take a look at them. Just let me know that you did send something. But I wanted to go ahead and, as a collective, I wanted to find opportunities today. I don't know what pairs you guys are trading. I know there's some people who trade AUD CAD, the GBPs. We have people who trade the yens, people who trade the metals, the indices. We have people who trade a lot of different things. There's people
Yo,
who
Vinny,
trade. What's up?
you send the Zoom link, not the YouTube link.
Oh, I sent both in.
Oh, really? What the heck? Okay, my bad, man.
Yeah. Just because there's a lot of people who are asking questions, and I feel like the time lag, I get thrown off on that. So, yeah. So if you guys want, go ahead and hop on the Zoom if you guys have questions. That way it could just be like boom, 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 bang, bang, bang. We get it done. Um, but yes, let me go ahead. Are you sure? Let me just make sure, because no, yeah, I sent in the YouTube link. I got you. I got you. Come on, dog. I ain't no baby. I've been around. I've been around the block. I've been around the block a couple times. But let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. Hey, those YouTube beats are getting better, bro. I'm trying to find some for y'all, man. I'm trying to find some for y'all. But let's go ahead. Let's get this out the way. I don't need to see myself. Let's pull up the chats real quick. Give me a second, guys. Oh no. All right, cool. All right, let's go look at something that we don't even look at ever, just so we can have a clean canvas. All right, cool. All right, cool, guys. So again, I want to go ahead and break up the head and shoulder into phases. I felt like people are starting to understand that, and they're starting to have some aha and some clicking moments, right? So let's go ahead, right? Let's go ahead and give a quick, brief breakdown of what we like to look for. That way, when we all separate to go look at some opportunities, we have an understanding of what we're looking at, right? So let's go ahead. When the market is in a downtrend, if you're looking for opportunities that are selling off in a downtrend, right? I want to go ahead and look for, well, one, we can look for simple break of structures, opportunities if you like. There will be starting point opportunities with very, very clean structure, right? But I also want to find the head and shoulder structure, right? So let's go ahead and just break this down one more time. Am I in caps? The 4 phases to the head and shoulder. Awesome. Guys, what are the 4 phases? Let me know. What are the 4 phases? If y'all on YouTube, let me know, bro. If y'all in the chats, if y'all took them notes, I'll go ahead and get over them again. But I know we had a student last week on Friday that had everything to the T. So that was pretty nice. But let's go ahead and get into it, right? Phase 1, consolidation / liquidity. Phase 2, BOS or liquidity sweep. Phase 3, The change of direction, again, this is the most important. No change of direction, no head and shoulder. Very important. Very important to understand that. If we have no change of direction, we have no head and shoulder. Phase 4, entry. Now, again, we have, levels traders, we have smart money traders, and we have a little bit of the J7 in here as well, right? And I know we can all find your entries inside of this structure, right? So whatever the case may be, whether it's the starting point entry, the head and shoulder opportunity, the SMC entries, if you could find your structure and your entries within the head and shoulder faces, that's a good thing, right? Trust me, guys, I hop on the educational live calls too. I'm looking for my structure. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this type of structure every call I hop on. And I want to understand what the educators are explaining and breaking down. I want to know everything about this structure here. Trust me. I've seen it. There's educators who are trying to look for imbalances within these zones here, right? You'll see very, very tight, small zones within the structure. But notice what the structure is doing. It's building liquidity. They take out and get a liquidity sweep, and then they end up changing direction to the downside, continuing that downward trend. If we can get this, whether you see it as a break of structure to the upside or a liquidity sweep, no matter what, it's going to be the same exact thing. Levels calls it break of structure to keep it very, very simple, but it's the same exact thing as a liquidity sweep. If we can see money is being collected in this area, this is liquidity. And when the market takes this money out, this is now swept. There is no more money in that area. We are now looking for the structure to drop and change direction. Once we get this, now we have an opportunity to continue selling, whether it's your imbalance, right? Whether it's your brand new starting point to the downside, right? Whether it's your left shoulder to the downside. And I also know there are people who trade the violation, right? People who are looking to buy here. People who are looking to buy here, oops, obviously ended up getting stop lost. And now there are people looking to sell in the same area, right? So whatever the case may be, whatever zones you like to use, I want you guys to continue using them, right? Nothing changes. I just want us to understand this structure right here, the absolute best we can. Give me a 10 if that makes sense, guys. Guys, do me a favor and go ahead and take a screenshot and blast it in the chats right now. Because I promise you, if we can understand this and simplify this structure the best we can, as fast as we can, you guys are going to have a better trading year. We're only in month 2. Month one came and went. It's gone now. Month 2, everything starts now. So the faster we can understand this structure, the better time we could have in the market. Okay. So let's go ahead and break this down again. Phase 1, I want to see consolidation. I want to see consolidation build up, right? And again, what way do I want the market to break out first, right? In a downtrend, I want the market to break out to the upside. If I can get the BOS to the upside or a liquidity sweep to the upside, this actually helps me out a whole lot, right? So we have phase 1, which was the liquidity. So this is already checked off. Boom. This is good. We have the BOS or the liquidity sweep. Phase 2 is checked off. We are good. Now we need this change of direction. Can the market give me the change of direction that I'm looking for? Boom. Awesome. We get that. So let's go ahead and mark that up. Let's go ahead and knock that off our checklist. We have the change of direction. So now we have an entry. Now we have entry opportunities. What zones do you guys like? And I really want to practice this, right? Because this right here, it's going to help us out. It's going to help us understand what you like to see. Maybe you don't like trading off the brand new starting points, right? I know we have a lot of smart money traders in here as well. I know y'all love your imbalances. I know we have a lot of head and shoulder traders like myself. I love these shoulder zones. I personally don't take too many starting point violations. If I see the market violate my starting point to the downside, I am personally just scratching this box and putting it at my brand new starting point. That's what I like to do. So I don't take a whole lot of violations, right? But you guys will know that. You guys will start to understand that, and you guys are going to start to repeat that. It's all about repetition, guys. Once you understand what you like to see and the zones that you like, it's literally just about repping it over and over and over. Give me a one if that makes sense. In the chats right now, what style of trader are you? Are you a levels trader? Are you a smart money trader? Are you a J7 trader? Let me know. Talk to me. Y'all trade smart money? Y'all trade levels? Y'all trade J7? Dang, y'all put in ones in the chat. Y'all way behind. Oh, man. ICT originally, but learning smart money. ICT and smart money are, I mean, you can pretty much say that they're the same thing. It's just maybe different terminology, right? This is the same thing. What I'm explaining to you is smart money. It's just a different terminology. I'm gonna help you understand SMC a bit quicker because I'm simplifying it, right? So if we can understand this, bro, I'm telling y'all, if we can understand the phases, you are trading smart money. Understand what the market is doing. Money is being built on both sides. Money, there is liquidity being built up. What do the banks do? The banks will never buy where the masses are buying. Never. Especially if the market is selling. Especially if the market is selling. And we know we just had a break of structure to the downside. There should be a starting point right here to continue that downtrend. So the big banks, they're not going to go ahead and place sales down here. They're going to go ahead and manipulate the market. They're going to go ahead, knock out stop losses. Anybody who was selling, money was just liquidated. Anybody who was looking for sales just got stopped out. Everybody who was looking for buys, they feel like they just hit the lottery, but they're not understanding directional order flow. If the market is heading to the downside, anybody who is buying here, if they don't take profit or have good trade management or money management, sooner or later, the market will clap them. Why? Why would the market clap them? Because they are fighting against the overall trend of the market. Give me a 3 if that makes sense. Give me a 3 if that makes sense, guys. So what happens to the buyers? Clapped. Market changed direction. But what did that do for us? That gave us phase 1. It gave us phase 2. And it also gave us phase 3. If we could understand order flow, which is understanding trend direction, waiting for our specific zones. Because this right here, guys, a lot of people don't understand how to catch the head of the head and shoulder. Most times people just catch this next trade. Right? Whether it's the smart money entry, whether it's the left shoulder, or whether it's the starting point. Most of the time, people only catch this opportunity here and send the market down. They don't understand how to catch the head. They don't understand how to catch the very, very top. Understanding breaks the structure and starting points. That is how you're going to catch these manipulation shots, right? The head moves. This is, if I'm not mistaken, the institutional move for smart money. Anybody who trades smart money, if you can clarify, the institutional move, it's what sweeps this liquidity. And then the imbalance follows. Let me know. Am I correct on that? Where's Neri when I need her, bro? Where's Neri when I need her? But that's how you catch the head, right? So if we can understand this, guys, this is our next opportunity right here. I want to continue shifting that market down. And most of the time, 9 times out of 10, if I can see consolidation again, I'm looking for the same exact thing. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. All I do is adjust my zones. My stop loss at the high, minimum 1 to 3. And I look for the same exact thing. Now, maybe it looks different this time. Maybe it just comes up clean like this. Maybe there is no consolidation. But structure is structure. If I can get a break of structure to the upside and I could change direction, I have another opportunity. I can go ahead and continue running my odds to the downside. Give me a 10 if that makes sense, guys. Let me know if that makes sense. Let me know. Oh, that was spicy. Oh, my goodness. That one hit the back of the throat, bro. Threw some cayenne pepper and a little tea. Woo! But that's how I want to look for the head and shoulder with the 4 phases in that downtrend direction. Now let's go ahead and we'll talk about the bullish opportunities. Same thing. When the market is bullish, I want to continue looking for buys. Again, I would love to find starting points, right? Because there should be a demand zone here. We should be looking for buys here. Now, again, where does the head and shoulder come into play? As soon as we get a break of structure, most of the time we get a little bit of consolidation. Phase 1. We get a break of structure. This is phase 2. So let's start marking this up. At this point, I have to be careful, right? I want to wait right here. I want to wait right here and continue looking for buy opportunities. Give me a 1 if that makes sense. I want to wait right here. But if the market wants to go ahead and give me phase 3, then I have then I have to continue looking for buys. I'm going to continue looking for the buys because the market loves to leave zones for later. If I get stopped out with this opportunity, it is what it is. I wanted this zone anyways. I will just make back what I lost with this trade here. That is called risk to reward. Risk to reward. Okay. You have to know that. You have to understand that. Now, again, what if we start to consolidate again? Phase 1. Phase 2. At this point we are in, we should adjust our zones. We should be in our trade. Again, this is how you catch the manipulation moves, guys. A lot of people don't know how to catch those. I'm helping you guys right now. Take your notes. When I draw, you guys should be drawing. Because when we go to the live charts, it's going to look exactly like this. Okay? When we all go and separate and look for opportunities, I want to make sure you guys are properly equipped with the blueprint, with the notes right in front of you. Okay? So at this point, we have phase 2. Let's go ahead and knock it out. Where's my highlighter? Boom, phase 1, phase 2. We need phase 3. The market makes its way, and we get that change of direction. Awesome. I love to see it. I love to see the market take off. Let's confirm. We have a BOS to the upside, or a change of direction to the upside, I'm sorry. So now at this point, we have phase 3 taken care of. We have phase 4 now. We can now look for some more opportunities to send the market higher. Give me an 8 if this makes sense. This is how we continue riding these opportunities, guys. This is how we continue riding these opportunities. Now, again, this is how the market structure looks. This is how the market structure looks right here. This is my higher high. All this ugliness is my higher low? Higher high, higher low. If market respects this, we're making another higher high. But you know what? All of this stuff right here, guys, all of this stuff right here is inside every pullback. It's inside every single pullback. So every time you see this, every time you see higher high, higher low, higher high, you know what the market structure looks like inside of this pullback here? We're breaking structure to the downside, and then we flip, and then we're gone. That's exactly what is going on inside this pullback. So if you could understand this, and you could understand the directional trend, you are going to have a good time, but you have to wait for the 4 phases to complete themselves. Give me a 2 if that makes sense. Let's go. Let's go. Awesome. If you guys are confused about anything I just broke down right now, give me a question mark. Whether you're on YouTube or on Zoom, let me know. If you're confused about anything, give me a question mark. I'm waiting for the YouTube guys. Sorry. I know there is a slight delay. All right. All right, all right. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's start looking for some opportunities. So if you guys would like to split up, you guys can go ahead and start looking for some opportunities. We'll go ahead. I'll look at some with y'all. Let's take a look. That's what I'm saying. Look at this stuff, guys. You see this structure? This is the 4-hour structure right here, right? Look at this. Drop. Right? But you know what this structure is going to look like on the higher time frame? If we go to the daily, this is probably just one candle that looks like this. Watch, let's see. It might be 2 candles, but let's take a look. So look at this. Doesn't the higher time frame structure look more like the line example that I draw out? The higher time frame will always look more like this. Once you drop to lower time frames, time frame by time frame, I don't recommend going from the daily to the 15-minute. Go from the daily to the 4-hour to the 1 hour. So the 4-hour would look like this. There's going to be a lot more structure inside of that. Well, will it look that drastic? Probably not, but nonetheless, structure is going to be inside of there. Let's take a look. I'm saying consolidation. This is all inside this consolidation. We sweep it, we change direction. Look at that structure, guys. Give me a 1 if you can see that right there. If you can see this going on right now. Liquidity sweep to the upside, and then we change direction. Consolidation, phase 1. Yo, what's good? What's good? Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. At this point, we have entry criteria. Let's jump up to a higher time frame. Let's take a look. Oh, snap. EUR, NZD looks like it's crashing, bro. Look, we should be looking for buys in this area. Market respected a little bit and continued going lower, and now we're disrespecting this zone. And now we're down here now. So we can continue looking for buy. Or, I'm sorry, we could start looking for sells now because look, the buys got violated. We were looking for buys, and then they got violated. Let's take a look. Again, you guys might not trade this stuff. I don't trade EUR NZD. By any means, I will be honest with you, I don't. However, the structure is still there, and I would still like to get hands-on practice with you guys. So I can see we have a clear breaker structure to the downside. Let's go ahead and put our BOS. My starting point on the 4-hour time frame is right here. Let's drop down to the 1 hour. Now let's take a look. Why does this area make sense so much? Look at the structure, guys. Break a structure to the downside. I have a starting point here. Yes, we end up hitting stop loss. It happens. Nothing we can do about that. But this is how we know. This is how we know if we start looking for buys or if we continue looking for sells. Who knows? Who knows, guys? Who knows the secret? Who knows that gem? When we hit stop loss, what do we need to do? What do we need to wait for in order to tell ourselves, the trader, okay, we're now looking for buys or we're continuing looking for sells? Does anybody know? If you don't know, give me a question mark. And if you do know, open your mouth and say some. Let's go, Rich. Candle close. Let's go, baby. At one point, guys, this candle was right over this line. Looking like this, right? So now this is the thing. When a candle hits stop loss and violates your zone, when do we know when to start looking for buys or continue to start looking for sells? We have to wait for this candle to close. So if you're looking at this setup on the 1 hour time frame, you need to wait for this 1 hour candle to close. If you're looking at this at the 4-hour time frame, you need to wait for this 4-hour candle to close. Because if it closes above, we could start looking for buys. But if it stays below and only leaves a wick, then we can continue looking for sells. Give me a 10 if that makes sense. What's up, Austin? You good, bro? Give me a 10 if that makes sense. Once this candle breaks and closes above, I now consider that a violation. We can now start looking for buys in the opposite direction, right? Very, very important. That's important to know. Now look at this. Obviously, market hit stop loss, but look at the structure. Break a structure to the upside. All of this right here was phase 1. Phase 2, BOS. Now, when do we change direction? We change direction right here. So this is my BOS to the upside. This is my left shoulder. And again, I'm on the 1 hour time frame. Could we drop down to a lower time frame and see if we can get better? 100%. 100%. But I'm keeping things very simple visually for you guys because we don't need to drop down to the 1 minute or the 5 minute to catch nice moves like this. We don't. You guys can see it right now. Left shoulder, my stop loss is right here. So yes, this is a bigger stop loss on the 1 hour time frame, but don't be scared of a big stop loss. As long as your TP gets hit, why are you crying? This is already a 1 to 2. This is already a positive trade. We should have already partialed, and our stop loss should be at break even. But look at what's going on. We are a couple pips away from TP3 and TPing out of this trade. So never, never, never fear a big stop loss, guys. If you're not comfortable getting the detail on lower time frames because you think it's too much information, hey, it's okay. I've been there. I used to just stick to my first year, guys. You guys probably won't believe this, but my first year, I only traded on the 4-hour time frame. And a little bit of my second year. Did I wait for setups? Yes, 100%. But structure was clear to me and it was easy to see for me. So I was like, you know what, bro? I can't everybody around me was trading 5-minute time frames, 1-minute time frames. I'm like, bro, every time I trade on the 1 minute, I'm just getting tossed around like a rag doll, like left and right. Like you ever see like those rodeos and like the bull just like boom, just like, bro, that was me just getting tossed around, flipping in the air like crazy. I was just not a good lower time frame trader. So if you know that, You need to have a talk with yourself. I'm like, yo, like, do I do well in lower time frames? And if the answer is no, honestly, then maybe you should jump up a time frame or two. Give me a 2 if that makes sense. 'Cause I'll be honest, I had to jump up. Now let's take a look. Let's see what's going on down here. Or up here, I guess. Let's see what this area touched. Let's jump down to the 15. The 5. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. You can't, the structure don't lie. The structure does not lie. Structure will always be king, guys. Look at the structure. Oops. Phase 1. And there it gets a little iffy. We can drop down, but let's actually drop down so we can make it a bit clear. All right. All right. Look at this, guys. Consolidation. Would you consider this consolidation, guys? Would you consider this consolidation? Yes, we spike out, but look, do we break and close above? No, we do not. Now, this is the thing. If that spike out would have changed direction, and we would have gotten phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3, that would have been the opportunity. But what happens? We actually break out again. So we can even probably use this to be a bit tighter on structure. Boom. So now look, let's go ahead. This is phase 1. Phase 2, we are waiting for phase 3. We need that change of direction. Give me a 0, 0, 0 if this makes sense. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Boom. We get the change of direction. So let's go ahead and just confirm. Phase 3 has been given. Let's go. We locked in, twin. My starting point is here, which that was kind of honored right away. Breakout, retest, right away it was honored. But we can keep it and see if it respects it at all. And then my left shoulder is right here. Again, from the highest wick to the closest body. And my stop loss is the high. So now let's take a look. I'm not going to replay the whole thing because it kind of took a minute, but I'll exit. Where are we at? Where are we at? So let's delete this for the visual clarity. Oh, wait, let's jump up. Oh, no, we could just stay on here. But look at that, guys. That was a nasty snipe. Nasty snipe. Can't lie. 1 to 3 be hitting. Even if you use this zone. Your stop loss is a bit wider. I agree. It's only 33 pips. A lot of you guys risk more than 33 pips on indices and on gold. What's up, Austin?
So when you're looking at the smaller time frames, do you personally want to see more than one break of structure? Like, I guess in the direction that you're looking for the trade, or are you entering based off of like the first?
Or are you talking about like the entry? Like
Yeah,
you're not
yeah,
worried about this right here? You're
No,
not
I
worried
was
about
saying the
Okay,
entry.
got you. So look at this too, guys. We didn't see this, but notice how the market comes back and takes a starting point. And this right here is a bit cleaner than this, right? Obviously, this did take it right away, but notice how it drops and then it comes back for it and then drops again. So this right here, I would have considered this for sure a taken opportunity. So when the market comes back, I'm not really looking to take opportunities off this again. Okay. But let's take a look what happens on this side. Where we at? Where we at? Okay, yeah. So we can see the market doesn't even really respect it a whole lot. We go through it and then we go through it again. That's why when zones are already used, personally, I don't really like to use those. So now this is the thing, Austin. If you wait for zones and you're like, yo, market's dipping, it's creating liquidity, take these, bro. I know you be clapping the markets, dog. Trust your setup. Trust what you're seeing. Run your odds, bro. Run your odds. If you even have to take it with the under leveraged trade just to make you feel a bit more comfortable, maybe you don't take this at a full percent. Maybe you take this at a 0.50 or or a quarter of a percent. You know, a lot of my test trades right now are a quarter of a percent. So every time the market touches the zone the first time, I'm in at a quarter of a percent. I'm testing my zone out. And then as soon as I get this structure shift here, BOS to the upside and the change of direction, this is the thing we all have to understand. Just because we are waiting for some more confirmation does not mean the market owes us a solid sniper entry, right? That it doesn't mean the market owes us the sniper entry. Give me a one if that makes sense. We are hoping for it. We're trying to reduce as much risk as possible, trying to, go for that. But at the end of the day, the market does not owe you that sniper entry. As soon as it waits for a setup, guys, a lot of the times, if you have to wait a long time, the market's going to tap into that thing and take off. Boom. Might even give you a break and retest, or might even hit that starting point again and take off. So let's see. Let's take a look. This little pullback here, if I drop down to the 1 minute, there's going to be a starting point right here, or maybe even right here. So let's go ahead. Yeah, so it's not as clean. This is the starting point for this structure. But if we jump up to that 3 minute, you can see that this candle, it looks a bit funky. I personally wouldn't have even mind running my odds with that being my starting point, understanding the structure of things. If this was a pullback, right? But now let's take a look. Let's go to the 3 minute. The structure changes on everything. See what I mean? Structure changes on every time frame. So now, boom, now we have that starting point that it respected. And that's the one that you know what I'm saying? So don't be afraid. Like if this is your confirmation trade, bro, this is your 1%. Yes, it's a bit wide. I mean, it's only 17 pips. I know, Austin, you can't even lie to me, bro. You risk more than 17 pips on anything. You know what I'm saying? So like that's how I feel. If you're trading indices or gold or whatever the case may be, a lot of the times, you know, you're risking a little bit more than 17 pips, But nonetheless, the market did its thing. And if you want to wait, like this is why I like to run my odds too. And this is where risk to reward comes into play, guys. This is where risk to reward comes into play. And this is where it gets a bit more advanced here. But it's okay because it's all about getting better. We already know as levels traders, these are our two zones that we want to go ahead and attack. The starting point and the left shoulder. So how can I help myself get the most out of this structure? Well, if you want to run your odds and say, I'm okay losing one trade to get a better risk to reward, then that's something you can do. I like to put my stop loss, especially if it's like a big structure. This isn't too bad. I personally would not mind risking a 17, 18, 20 pips. I personally wouldn't. But if this was like 4 hour or daily structure, that can be like 80 pips, or like 45. I'm not down to risk 45 on the daily or like, you know what I'm saying? So this is how we can minimize. Now, entry one is there. Entry two is here with your stop loss above the high. So you're telling yourself, hey, I'm okay taking the first trade. And if the market takes me out, I'm okay taking a loss here because I'm gonna get right back into my next trade with a better risk to reward and send the market back down. And if the market respects, well, then structure should shift and I can possibly get another opportunity. Give me a 10 if that makes sense. If you guys should watch Iffy. You guys should watch. Is it Valentino? Um, Valentino, guys. He talks about this all the time, and he's the one who made me feel really confident in taking this type of structure here and running my odds, knowing I have two opportunities, and I don't know what zone the market is going to respect. So I'm gonna go ahead and run my odds and take opportunities as they come. So if you want to understand this a bit better and understand his zones as well, watch Iffy, watch Valentino, watch his boot camp because he talks about risk to reward in detail. And it's definitely benefited me, and I know it could benefit you guys as well. But let's take a look. Let's let it play out. Let's see, what does it ever come back up to those zones? Let's see, does it come back? Does it come back? Just curious because there is a nice starting point. Let's see, let's see. Get back up there. Get back up there. Come on, go, 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 go. There we go. That might push it. Let's see. Let's jump up to the 15. Let's see if it speeds up. Let's see. All right, let's make this thing speed. All right, for sure. All right, so this is live price, right? Okay, this is great. This is a great example. So this is live price right now. The market is in a downtrend, right? The market is in a downtrend. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Guys, do you think it's a coincidence that the market left all those zones down there and our starting point is right here? I don't think it's a coincidence. And we drop down and we want to get a bit more tighter on our structure. Look at this. BOS to the upside. The change of direction. I can go ahead and adjust my starting point to this, my left shoulder here. And if I have drawdown, I mean, that's kind of crazy. Let's see if we can minimize that a little bit. Cool. Now, if I get some drawdown, because I know my stop loss is here, right? Let's just delete this for a second. If I get drawdown, because I know I should enter here based off the shoulder, if the market goes higher, what do you think it's going higher to? Those lower time frame zones that were left in the past. That's why when they come close to your stop loss, guys, they're coming for the zones that they left in the past. And then they give you that scare and they shift and then boom, we start to head out. Does anybody have any trades? Anybody have any opportunities that they're looking at? Any opportunities they are looking at tonight? I would love for y'all to send some in, whether it's on YouTube, on Zoom, or in the chats. Let me know. I know Austin, all I have to do is like say the word markup and he'll send me like 8 real quick. Let's see. Let's go. This is the 5-minute. Okay, cool. So are you looking for buys or are you looking for sells? Buys? Okay, cool. So this is something that you had to run your risk to reward on, right? I can see why you took this trade. I can see why I can see why. The structure gave a liquidity sweep. We changed direction. There's a starting point here. I can see why you took this trade, right? This was the macro setup, the larger time frame setup, and you were running your odds with the lower time frame setup. I get it. I see it, right? The market did not respect it at that moment, and that's okay. But look, sometimes the market does this and it manipulates you and it entices you. It shows you a very clean setup. And then you know what? You get caught in this manipulation. And then this is what happens. BOS, change of direction. So in the morning, if the market is up here right now, bro, That was just a nasty manipulation that it puts you in. Does that make sense? Trust me, bro. I've been through this more times out of 10. But this is why we got to run our odds, right? And again, at the same time, you can already be in this because my shoulder zone, oops, my shoulder zone is from here, right? And here. And at the same time, my stop loss is down here. So this, you can already be in this at 1/4%. You can test trade this zone because this is your stop loss. The market can go as low as it wants. That's my stop loss. So we can continue dropping. And you can still be in this test trade. You'll be in drawdown a little bit, but it's okay. Drawdown never blew accounts. Over leveraging does. As long as we don't break and close below, if we get this, boom, this was the move right here. We can start looking for that. Does that make sense, Austin? Let me know, bro. Let me know.
Yeah.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. Yeah, don't don't just think you're wrong. Like you are wrong right now, and that's okay. You just have to knock that off. Like just dust off your shoulders, dog. You know what I'm saying? But as long as we don't break and close below, we can still continue looking for that structure to play out. For sure, 100%. Just keep that in mind. And again, maybe we missed this, right? Like it sucks to say this, but maybe we hit stop loss and then the market just jumps overnight. But you know what? You may have missed this move here, but what does that give us? Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. This right here, guys, a way easier opportunity. Boom. It shook us down just to let us know we were correct. And now we're like, all right, you sucker, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you always have to mess with me. But now that you gave me confirmation, I'm gonna go ahead and get you back. It's like your little brother. When your little brother wants to mess with you, when he's smacking the back of the head, like, all right, bro. But when mom's not looking and dad ain't looking, I'm gonna get your ass back. And this right here, guys, right here, waiting for confirmation. Even if it has to be missed on a lower time frame and we get it on higher time frame, we're gonna get their asses back. For sure. We gonna get them back. Don't worry about that. Give me a 2 if that makes sense. Yes, right here, Rich, right here you talking about? Yes, I would still consider this nice structure. That's consolidation. We sweep it, and he has the dominant high, and I like that. He didn't even go for the internal. Yeah, I like that. It just sucks how it had to play out, but the good trades are the ones that they always try to manipulate you on, bro. I swear. Let's go ahead, pull up another one. Natural gas. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. What is this? NXGUSD, 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 NXGUSD. Wait, what? Nat gas. I'm just gonna put nat gas.
You forgot the X. It's XNG.
Let me know what is it?
XNG USD.
Oh, okay. The first one, or which one do you use? 8 cap.
Capital Com. It's below the FX Pro. Below FX Pro. Down, right there. Capital Com.
Jump up. Let's take a look. All right, let's take a look at the higher time frame. Natural gas. You're looking for buys, right? You're looking for, let me move this out the way real quick. Put this out the way.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
looking
looking
for
for
the buys
buys
in the area.
forever.
Okay, cool. Awesome. You know, what's funny is we have the same setup, and it's because we didn't change direction. If we would have changed direction, I would be looking for sells, but we held that, and my zone is there. And it's funny because I have alerts right here, and I was going to send it to you when I got that alert. Um, but yeah, I like the
Great
buys.
minds think alike.
That's what I'm saying. This right here with some liquidity, you know, I don't really like that. I like these cells way better. Phase one, phase two, look at that. We could have caught the head to the head and shoulder. Phase three, all the way down here, we have not gotten back to these areas. All we have to do is set alert. Look, I already have alert set for you, Austin. I got you, big dog. Look at that. How do we catch the heads? Guys, higher time frame, baby. Starting points. Starting points. This is a weekly starting point. Yes, we had to wait a long time, but look, if you just waited, I mean, you could have traded all throughout here as well, 1000%. But off the rip, look at the snipe. And it left in the quickness for 2,520 pips. I'm guessing it's 25. Oh, it's 25. Is it 25,000? Am I tripping?
That's 25,000. Yeah,
Yeah,
25,000.
25,000 pips. Easy money. All you had to do is wait. And again, you could have traded all throughout here. Boom, boom, boom. And when market gets here, guys, when a starting point has been left for, look at, since 2023, bro, and comes back 3 years later, you ain't gonna tell me you ain't gonna take that trade. Take the damn trade. Press the button, bro. Look at how smooth this structure looks, guys. You ain't gonna tell me, big dog. Phase one, phase two, phase three, we have not came back. Look at this too. It came back with a starting point. Look at that. But look, opportunity one taken. I'm not looking for sells off that anymore. It's trapped. I already know where it wants to go. Hey, it may take another 3 years to come back here, but that's a fire trade. I'm gonna take it. I mean, I don't think it will, but you know what I'm saying? You just have to wait, set an alert. And same thing with this, Austin. I do like the buys with the liquidity, and because we haven't changed direction. But again, if you want to wait for more confirmation, this could be something you could test trade at a quarter of a percent. But we can already see structure pulling back. So as the market drops, let's say this market just drops, boom, BOS, change of direction here. You know, if we can send this thing back up and we can get this, boom, 1%er right here, bro. You may miss this opportunity, right? You're gonna miss this first opportunity without the 1%. You could begin at a quarter of a percent, right? But the thing is, obviously, capital wise, it's not gonna do what you're usually used to because now you're pulling back a little bit for
So that's
comfortability.
that's what I was gonna ask you about because remember the Bitcoin markup I sent you on the weekend?
Mhm.
It just kept leaving my zones. It just never came back. Obviously, I'm leaving the zones there because it can come back. But
Yes,
my next question was going to be: so when it moves to that, you're just waiting for it to come back into
correct,
the right zone?
correct. Now, same thing. This can be a good example here too, right? Let's say this is Bitcoin sells. You had your zones right here. How do I know when the market isn't going to come back to me? How do I know when the market isn't going to come back to me? Well, one, obviously, we can drop down and try to find other starting points. But two, mark it up, bro. Like, and this is the thing, right? Like, a lot of the times, if we focus and put our attention on different pairs, we're gonna be missed. Like, your attention is spread out too thin on different locations. But if you focus on 2 to 3 pairs and you mark up every single day, every single structure, and you wait for your change of directions, you ain't gonna tell me, Austin, that you can't catch this trade here. I know you can. I know you're well equipped to catch this opportunity. Does that make sense?
100%. And I think my biggest thing was I was wanting it to come back to those zones, so I wasn't paying attention to that 1 hour. And
Mm-hmm.
on the 1 hour, we were breaking lower, and I could have got in on that 1 hour, change of direction. I was like, oh,
Awesome. Yeah, so
but
that's the
I
thing,
was too
right?
focused on that higher time frame.
Mm-hmm. And I've done it too, bro. Trust me. Like, especially too, like when I spread myself out too thin, I just wait. Like, I either wait for my alert to be hit or I wait for the change of direction alarm. And that's the thing. This is why the alerts are so clutch, right? The alerts, like God, the alerts are so clutch, bro. I wish y'all knew. Like, I want you guys to start playing with this stuff. Watch. Oh, let's move it back one more. Because if I'm waiting for zones, right, automatically I can have an alert right here for the entry. Like, boom, market hit my alert. I should be notified just so I can be ready for the market to come into my zone, right? However, I can have a BOS alert. And I have an alert right here as well. So now I have the market trapped. The market's either going to continue breaking down and I'm going to be notified, or the market's going to break structure to the upside and now I'm notified. So what do? I adjust my zone. So now my alert to break and close below, if the market just tanks, then I will be notified. And if the market pulls back, I'm going to move my other alert with the BOS. So if the market breaks and closes above again, I will be notified. So what do? I just continue to adjust. I continue to be notified and I continue to adjust. Now at this point, if we can go ahead and change direction, that would be great. And again, this is always at the high because I want to be notified. But if I can get the change of direction, boom, I don't have to check every chart. Now my alerts are letting me know. I'm telling you guys, bro, use these line alerts. These line alerts come with break and close. Oh, I can't do it on the these line alerts come with break and close. Crossing up or down with once per bar close. I promise you guys. Try it all February. Can y'all promise me that? Y'all are gonna promise me that you guys are gonna practice using your break and close alerts all February. Hey, let's go, Edsel. I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna get you off the charts, and y'all can do whatever the F you want, bro. Whatever you want. Go to the gym, go on a date with your loved one, go take your kids out, go for a walk, go read a book. You guys can get better, you guys can study. There's more things you guys can do than watch candles be printed. Let your alerts do the work for you. So same thing right here, right? I'm gonna put an alert right here, and I will be notified when natural gas breaks and closes below, Austin. Breaks and closes below. Boom. So where's my next sell opportunity at this moment? Either here or here. So if the market's going to go higher, like to the higher zone, I want to be notified. So I'm going to go ahead and put another alert right here. Break and close. Does that make sense, bro?
Yeah, 100%.
I'm telling y'all.
Also, if you're going to take this trade, you totally should swing it because it's going to go crazy.
I don't have anything to trade natural gas on, but I'll look around, bro, for sure. I got you.
I have a live
Shit.
broker that you can trade natural gas on.
All right.
Jalen uses it. The same one that Jalen uses.
We'll talk. But let's go ahead. Edsel, I got. Okay, you sent the link in. Let's go, baby. I love it. This is the same one, right? Yes. Are you in this trade or is this a confirmation trade? Okay, I like what you're showing off right here. What is this? What is this right here? Is it? Oh, it's gold. Okay, cool. Hey, I have the same entry actually. Yep, I have the same entry. Where we at, bro? Oh, I guess I never marked it up. But I was marking it up earlier. I got home too late. Oh, okay, got you. No worries. Oh, that's a 5 minute? Okay, no, nah. I get it. I get it. Let's go down. Structure will be a bit more clear for you guys. Check me out. This is my BOS of the downside. Phase 1, consolidation. Phase 2, we broke out. Now, did we change direction, guys? Did we change direction? Yes, we did. Left shoulder. Opportunity 1 was taken. Opportunity 1 is in profits, right? Let's go, Carlos. You in there, baby? Let's go. All we do is eat, bro. All Powerhouse do is eat, bro. I swear to you. I swear to you, bro. All we do is eat good. Continuations, yeah. I would like to see us get a push up to the upside. Now, the same thing here. It's not the prettiest, right? But look at this structure. consolidation, BOS, and we continue going higher. So I was looking to move my zones right here. Let's see. You're on the 5 minute though. Okay, let's drop down. Let's see. 15-minute SP. All right, I'm gonna delete. I can delete this one, delete this one. 15-minute. Let's see. Hey, yo, I kind of like that 30-minute though. That 30-minute kind of look icy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Kind of look icy, big dog. Now look at this, right? I have my BOSs marked up. I have my change of directions marked up. Now look at the structure here. I have an alert here. Let's just go ahead, delete this. So if the market wants to go ahead and break structure, I will be notified. So we can start looking for more opportunities. But until then, if we just BS, yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? If we just BS in here, I will not be notified. And once the market hits my zone and my alert, I will be notified. And you know what? If we just get mad disrespected and we break and close below, we will be notified. I don't have to look at my chart 24/7, 5 days a week, 365, bro. Like that's not what I'm doing at all by any means. So neither should y'all. Okay. But my dog just farted. That was so funny. I don't know why I said that, but it's just hilarious, bro. She's a farter. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for with gold too. So good stuff, Edsel. I love it. Let me just check the YouTube. Dang, no one on the YouTube threw out some trades. Man, y'all some spectators today. Gotta get in the mix, man. Gotta get in the mix.
Do you
But
mind going over Bitcoin and what you are
yeah,
looking
yeah,
at?
yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Take a look. Let's take a look. What's going on? Really don't pay attention to a lot of the cryptos nowadays, but let's take a look. My portfolio is just down the drain right now, bro. So it's so hard just to look every day. But at this moment,
Well, with the sniper trades you catch, you should be trading perpetuals, to be honest.
take a look. Let's take a look. Take a look into it. This is a zone that I think we can get to. I don't know if we'll get way down here. I gotta be honest. I would love to see if we can get to 56, but yeah, I'm not sure. So just keep that in mind. Same thing like down here, right? There was a starting point in this area. It held that zone pretty well when I was literally expecting Bitcoin to come down to like 10 to 6,000. Bro, I told everybody if the market gets down to these zones, I'm buying like three. And they never came down. And then you know what happened? The market shifted and then it was gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. So be aware. Just because we have zones down here does not mean the market will be there. Just have your alert set. Same with this right here. All we have to do really is just throw a nasty wick out. Throw a nasty wick out, and then boom, it's go time. Right? As long as we change direction, it's go time. So just keep that in mind. But it doesn't look like this zone is holding on very well. So at this time, let's go to the daily. My daily starting point is here, I believe. Like, let me see. Yes. My 4 hour starting point is right here. Oops. Let's drop down to 1 hour. I ain't gonna lie, this kind of looks good, but I don't think it's ready yet. I don't think it's ready yet. So just keep in mind, guys, I would like to see if we can actually push down a couple more times. Um, so again, when the market comes back up, just mark up your zones. BOS to the upside. BOS to the upside. BOSs. Where's your change of direction line? Make sure you guys have all this stuff marked up. Make sure it's all marked up. And if we get that and you want to see if we can get opportunities here, that's cool. I don't mind it. Like I get it. We're all looking for buys, bro. We're all looking to get out of negative on our portfolios. So same time, as the market is coming down, how do I know if this market's going to respect? Mark up your BOSs and change of directions. Mark it up. Mark up your BOS. Mark up your change of direction. We don't have to throw down a heavier lot, that 1%er, until we actually change direction, guys. If you want to test trade, you can, but we all know big cryptos are a bit bearish at the moment. So we don't have to take the first touch if you don't want. Let's wait for this confirmation and shift that market higher when it's time to. Does that make sense? So things like this, Austin, like we have to understand and be able to differentiate or like see what structure is best and what structure isn't, right? Because like this right here, it kind of looks like a pullback just to continue going down. No, no, it's the only reason why I'm looking like that is because I'm seeing this liquidity head, and I don't like those. Anytime that the head has liquidity, I'm always thinking that the market's gonna push it down one more time and then head up. So
Yeah, I'm looking for sells on the 4 hour
all right,
for
cool,
Bitcoin.
awesome. Yeah, I didn't really like this type of structure. And
Yeah,
that's
no,
just like
I
based off
want
of
I
like
want
after.
that I want that 60-50 area that you had. And if not, I mean this is literally like max fear in the market and this would be wild, but 30K was my last area if Bitcoin, just decides to swan dive to
That's what I'm
nowhere.
saying, bro. Like, don't be surprised, bro. Like with cryptos, guys, like they be throwing nasty wicks. Like, let's go to the like something like this. Look at this is all we need. Nasty wick, bro. And then we're gone. Let's go to the weekly. The wicks just get nastier and nastier. The monthly, I thought that was a wick. Or maybe not on this chart. But still, nonetheless, and this is the monthly starting point. So I would like to see if we can get down here, and yeah, I would love to see if we can get down in these areas too, for real. This 35 range, would love it, but don't know if we'll get
We
there.
we get down there, bro. I'm pulling out like multiple loans. I am dumping every bit of money I have, just all of it.
Oh, for sure. I might grab one if we can get, because this is the thing, like, fuck, bro. Sorry for cussing. I know I'm on YouTube, but like I already told myself if market came down low enough, I'm grabbing some, and it never did. So now that they're here and it's at a good discounted range, I don't know if it can get down to 30, but as soon as we start to get down to 50 and 30, bro, I'm gonna start definitely trickling in. And if the lower we get, I'm going in heavier for sure.
Yeah, but
Um,
that's why I say you need to do perpetuals because you get paid out in Bitcoin. You could have already done had a Bitcoin,
ah,
accumulating it while we're dropping.
did not know that. That's
You trade Jupiter, and each trade you get paid out in Bitcoin or Ethereum or Solana. So you could have just been stacking, stacking, stacking while we're either going up or down.
yo,
And
did
you get
not know
to
that.
do max leverage all the way up to 200 and I think 70 now. So say you get a sniper like wick entry like that, you can do 270 and 3 or 4 times how much you're actually going to make.
Hey, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm not really into max leveraging like that 100%, but that's very interesting. I am gonna take a look at that. See, that's why, guys, you always have to be a student, bro, because my main avenue is the Forex market, and I trade the indices within that. But our team has a wide range of asset classes that they trade and understand, and a lot of them understand that stuff to a T too, guys. So that definitely caught my attention. So make sure you guys are asking questions, bro. Like, and I didn't even know that was a question I could ask. That wasn't even information in my brain. So I appreciate you for letting me know that, and I'll definitely connect with you after this call. Um, but yeah, once we get into this area, Austin, wait for your structure, bro. Get that confirmation. Send that market down. I want us all, bro. I really want us all to practice as much as we can alerts, break and close alerts, and waiting for confirmation. Guys, waiting for confirmation, a lot of us already know. And this is like the thing, right? A lot of us already know that when we enter off the first touch, a lot of times it doesn't really end well. A lot of the one, especially when you're on the lower time frames, there's too many setups. You're gonna see everything. Has this happened to you? Let me know if this has happened to you guys. I totally forgot. I had a brain fart right now, but I totally forgot. I was trying to link that bridge. And what was I saying? I totally forgot. I was trying to link that bridge with something. Um, but oh, guys, waiting for confirmations. You guys are gonna take a lot of losses off your trading book. I promise you, like just waiting. And then you're gonna start to understand, oh, bro, I would have been manipulated there. I would have gotten in right there and I would have taken a loss. So a lot of the times we're actually holding ourselves back. This is like the clicking moment I had when I started actually waiting for a lot of confirmations. Is I'm starting to understand the manipulation they're trying to entice me in. And that was a big game changer. But a lot of the time, I feel like you can't see it because we're overly aggressive on every zone. But when you take a step back and you're like, okay, it's in my zone, I could test trade it, but I'm not maxing it out yet. I haven't thrown my 1% yet. Let it give me confirmation before I do throw that 1%er. And if you take that loss, what's a test trade loss? What's a couple bucks compared to a full percent? It's nothing. And break it down. Like a lot of the times, maybe we take a couple trades trying to take buys. If we take 1%, let's say you take 3 to 4 trades at 1%, and three of those things take losses, you're down 3%, bro, before even getting a confirmation trade. So that fourth trade, all you're doing is breaking even on a 1 to 3. But if you test trade it and you take 3 losses, you're only down 75th of a percent. What is I don't even know how to say that in court. Is it 75th of a percent? But once we get that confirmation to the upside, we can throw down that 1%er, and that's when things start to jump. And it's like, okay, cool. Now I'm understanding capital preservation. Now I'm understanding patience at a whole different level. A lot of us don't have really good capital preservation. It's not that. Hey, appreciate you, Rich. Have a great night, bro. It's not that we can't find opportunities. I know you guys could find trades. I know a lot of you guys can see yourselves in blues on your portfolio. When you're clicking buttons, sell or buy, I know you guys can see the blues, but a lot of us can't hold the capital well. And this is how we do that, by under leveraging a bit first touches and waiting for good confirmations. I promise you guys, alerts, break and close alerts, and confirmations. The biggest game changer for you guys in 2026, because that for me in 2024 and 2025 was the craziest game changer for me. I started to understand the market in a different level because I knew it was trying to manipulate me, right? So with that being said, I appreciate you guys for staying on a little extra. You guys have a great night. Make sure you guys are trading responsibly. Hey, the boy's been hitting the gym. Yes, sir. Hey, it's fatty to daddy season, baby. You know it. Y'all know we've been here. We've been here a while. I hit the gym with the boy Jose and Miguel today. Tore up Miguel's chest. I know he's hating me right now. He's definitely gonna hate me tomorrow and the next day. It's gonna be very sore. So Miguel, good luck, buddy. But you guys have a great trading week, and I will see you guys on Friday. You guys have a great